What's up, Antichrist magazine? This is Joe Martin from Metal Militia. Metal Militia is a one-man instrumental band made up of myself. I do the drums through programming. I play bass and play guitar, as well as programming any other instruments that I feel necessary for the song. Where I got the name for Metal Militia, obviously there's the Metallica song, everybody knows that, but where I really felt that it hit home and described what I was doing was the fact that I am in a militia and I also play metal, so I thought it was a pretty perfect match, to be honest with you. And the other part that I thought was kind of cool about the idea behind the militia is that anybody could be a part of it, anybody can join, kind of like the Black Label Society idea of that Zach Wild had, where I could collaborate with people, I could collaborate with fans, whoever it may be, we can all be part of the militia and create together. So I thought that was kind of a cool idea behind it. Latest release, August 25th, Metal Militia released my debut album, MMXX, which stands for 2020 in Roman numerals. It's an concept album that charts the craziness of 2020 and all the events that we've seen throughout this year, and where I think that it is probably going to end up before it's all said and done. The album cover art is got a lot of ideas from, like I said, the events that are going on throughout 2020. I tried to squeeze in a lot of different little hidden things in there. So if you want to take a look and see how many different 2020 related items there are in there, each song is covered. So if you look closely, you can find. Lyrics on this album, like I said, it's an instrumental album, but there are spoken word and some speeches and stuff that I have used to kind of convey the message that I wanted for each specific song and the theme that I was going for with that. So I think it's important to have a label deal. I do not anymore. I don't think that there's the so-called gatekeepers like there used to be before the internet. I don't think that there's anybody that needs to stand there and tell you that your music's good or bad. Or one thing that I've kind of learned on my own, just from my short amount of time doing this, is you can take one song and one person loves it and the next person hates it, and they can love and hate the exact same parts of the song. So it's kind of, music is so subjective that I don't think that a gatekeeper is necessary. I think that anybody nowadays can go and find what they like and what they don't like, and I think that there's a niche for everybody, and I think that you can get pretty dang specific these days and really narrow it down to exactly what type of genre you're playing in, and there's somebody out there that's going to listen to it. So I think that that's kind of the future, and we're of the present also. I think that it's just a lot of grinding, it's a lot of hard work, a lot of self-promotion, which I know a lot of bands aren't comfortable with, myself included, but it's part of the job. So if I want to keep doing what I do, I've got to do the dirty work also. Am I going to complete lineup for live gigs? I haven't ruled it out. I'll never say never, obviously, but the one thing that I really enjoy about being a one-man band is not having to rely on anybody else, and I can get things done on my own schedule. And the other side is true also. I don't have people relying on me for, when they're available either, so I'll never rule it out, but if I can make it happen, and I love playing live shows, it's one of my favorite things, but just where I'm at, in life and the family and everything else, touring's not really high on my priority list, but if the opportunity was ever presented, I would definitely strongly consider it, so. New music that has impressed me, a big Warfect fan. They got a new album coming out, I believe, this month, November 2020. So I'm pretty excited about that. I recently discovered Dust Bowl. I like them a lot. Real cool band. I believe they're from Germany. But yeah, I like both those bands. the COVID-19 pandemic affecting the music scene. Well, it helped me write an album, so I'll say that's the one positive I could take away from it. But the negative impact, obviously, there's a ton of bands that are struggling, and I feel for all of them who are having that source of income that they're relying on. And more than that, too, I think that when you're beyond money, it's that feeling when you're playing live shows that you get that's why most of us do it. It's not necessarily you gotta make money to survive, but we play music for that feeling that we get and that exchange of energy with the fans. So that's going to be a huge loss for not just the bands, but the fans as well. I think that it's a big release for a lot of people to be able to go to shows and get out that energy in a positive way. So hopefully we can get back to it soon. Future plans for Metal Militia are to keep doing what I've been doing. I plan on trying to release an album a year. I will be starting to work on that next one here very shortly. But yeah, I just plan on to keep on keeping on and selling merch and doing my deal. So hopefully you guys like what I do and be able to keep it going. So I appreciate everybody for tuning in. And if you want to check us out, it's you can go to metalmilitiausa.com, and you can follow me at on Twitter, Instagram, any of the social medias if you're interested. So, all right, guys, thanks for having me, and